Viy Cortez recently posted her weight loss story online. From 94 to 60 kilos, she shares her before and after photos and how she got there. We are gonna talk about it. It's trending on nutrition. What's new? For those who are new here, my name is Jo, and I'm a dietitian who mainly works with individuals who struggle with a relationship with food, binge eating, and body image. I also aim to be a source of nutrition information so that we can get rid of the restrictive nutrition misinformation we see online. I do want to emphasize that this video is in no way, shape, or form shaming Viy Cortez or calling them out. We're mainly going to focus on unpacking the messages that we saw from her post, because I know a lot of followers and readers will see this post and it could negatively affect their relationship with food. Her post talks about weight loss, pregnancy weight, calories, and slimming coffees. So if you feel like you're not in the space for this conversation, then I will see you in the next video. So let's spill the tea. Or coffee. Get it? I don't drink coffee though. Let's unpack it. Viy Cortez is a Filipino vlogger with over 6.4 million subscribers to this date. I honestly don't really watch their content, however, I have seen a lot of snippets on TikTok. She posted her weight loss story on Facebook on September 26, 2023. From 94 kilos pagkapanganak, naging 60 kilos na ako. That's about 34 kilos of weight loss. Now, we don't know what that time frame would be. But generally, if you're going to be losing 34 kilos, you would like to do this in a sustainable pace, which is about 0.5 to 2 pounds per week. Now, I don't know anything about timelines because I don't really watch their content. So we're not sure if this amount of weight was a fast weight loss or if it was something more sustainable. I did see that she gave birth around July 2022. Before we unpack more of the post, there's something that I want to talk about. And this is the societal pressure to lose weight after giving birth. Now, I've never given birth, so I don't personally know the mental toll it takes on somebody's mental health, body, and body image to go through that. But we really have to get rid of this idea that people who give birth should look like they never gave birth the day after. Asking questions like, when are you gonna lose the baby weight? Is just not helpful. Bodies change and are meant to change. What's important is we're able to thank our bodies for going through such a stressful and amazing thing and take care of it as best we can. Dahil sa pagtanggal ng rice, pati pagbabawas na din ng mga masasamang pagkain at pag-inom ng Lux Slim. Tipong nakain sila ng lomi tapos ako nakatitig lang. So she lost weight through removing rice, stop eating bad food, and Lux Slim. Already so many things to unpack. She also said that she would watch people eat, which probably means that her intake was restrictive. There's a celebrity influencer bingo card for their weight loss journey. What would be there? Removing carbs from their diet, specifically rice. You don't need to remove rice in order for you to lose weight. So why do people lose weight when they remove rice? Whether you know it or not, you're creating what is called a calorie deficit. A calorie deficit is the science of how weight loss works. Calories are a measure of energy, and we need a certain amount of energy every day to keep our body alive and doing all the amazing functions that it needs to do. I talk more about this in my How to Fix Your Metabolism video. When you eat more calories than your body needs in a day, this is going to be stored energy, usually in the form of fat. If you're eating a little bit less than your body needs in a day, your body is now going to tap into the stored energy and use that. The bigger thing to work on is not removing carbs from your diet, but diving in more to your relationship with food. The feeling of uncontrollable need to eat rice usually comes from restrictive diets or an unbalanced diet, meaning you're probably not satisfied with the food that you're eating. She mentions that she cut out bad food to help her lose weight. Very important thing I always tell my clients is to be mindful of the words you use around food. When you call food bad or masama, you are giving it power. Now you're only thinking about that bad food and you feel bad if you eat that bad food, and it creates a shame spiral. This is also something we tend to do with rice, where we think that rice is so bad and awful, and every time we eat rice we feel all of this guilt and shame that we are likely to eat even more rice because we feel like we have to eat as much rice as we can so that tomorrow our no rice diet starts. And less likely for you to be able to listen to your body. A really big part of your relationship with food is the words you use around food. And then the Lux Slim. We got a lot to talk about this, but there's a big chunk of it later on, so we're gonna get to that in a bit. At ngayon, panahon na para dagdagan ng exercise. Kaya naman, 4 na araw na ako nag-gym. ipagdasal nyo naman na matatagalan ko to. She did mention that she is now exercising because lawlaw na si Mamshi. When you lose weight very fast, also if you lose a lot of weight in general, you are likely going to have loose skin. And that is perfectly normal. She said she's now going to the gym and she's also trying out tennis. Yay, tennis. I love tennis. It's so fun. When your health routine feels restrictive and makes you miserable, you are likely going to have a hard time keeping it up. Building muscle can be very helpful for you on your weight loss journey, can help improve your metabolism, but you don't have to only go to the gym. There are also other movements that you can pair with the gym if you feel that's more enjoyable and exciting for you. PS, kahit ano inumin nyo, kung walang disiplina sa pagkain, wala pong mangyayari. Kailangan nyo po ito samahan ng effort para mas makita ang result. Nagpalay po ba ako? Hindi pa sa ngayon. Pag nakatatlo anak na ako. Baka dun na. From my understanding of everything, the main reason why she actually posted this was because a lot of people were claiming that she got liposuction. And she wanted to set the record straight that it was not lipo. Now, before we get to the juicy part, don't forget to hit subscribe. Well, technically, it's the coffeeiest part because it's not juice. Totoo ba na Lux Slim nakapayat sa akin? Tinulungan lang po ako nito. Dahil nawalan po ako ng gana kumain, na kaya ko na magtanggal ng rice. Galing ako sa pagdedede, kaya ko umubos ng isang kaldero nun. She did mention that she was eating a lot of rice, but she was also breastfeeding. And usually, when you're breastfeeding, you need 500 calories more to maintain milk production. So obviously, from one caldero of rice to removing rice overall, that is a very big shift in her diet and now creating a calorie deficit. So I want to talk a little bit more about this drink that she's talking about. Contain a flavor ingredient, stevia as its main sweetener, many different extracts from thyme, green tea, ginger, cinnamon, and more, L-carnitine, Garcinia cambogia, L-glutathione, and hydrolyzed marine collagen. Now, it's a mix of these ingredients and other ingredients depending on the flavor. Let's read the claims of the coffee. Powerful antioxidant to protect against free radicals. An ingredient in this drink is L-glutathione. L-glutathione is actually the master antioxidant in the body. Our body actually creates glutathione with the nutrients it gets from our diet. So if you're an average healthy individual, supplementation is not needed or recommended. Another claim is that it has anti-inflammatory effect on overall health. There are two types of inflammation: acute inflammation and chronic inflammation. Acute inflammation is usually when you get like a wound on your hand, it starts to redden and your body sends all of these anti-inflammatory markers to help heal the wound. Then you have your chronic inflammation, which happens when you have a certain health condition. Like your body feels like there's a constant thing that it has to fight, constantly sending up your inflammatory markers. Usually I would recommend you to add anti-inflammatory nutrients in your diet if you have certain health conditions and overall for a healthy diet. A lot of the ingredients that are put in these teas, like the green teas, the cinnamons, and the gingers, are anti-inflammatory in nature. Another one is that it contains vitamins for a boost in nutrition. Looking at the micronutrients, vitamin C is really the only vitamin that you will be getting from this. Aids in gut health. There are some nutrients that have anti-inflammatory properties, which would also help in gut health, so maybe. Now, another claim that it has is that it burns fat to support weight loss. And the main ingredient here that would offer up this benefit is L-carnitine. L-carnitine is actually a transporter that our body produces. Brings fat to the mitochondria to be used for energy. So in our fat burning process, L-carnitine is actually a big player, and our body produces this. Now, a lot of studies have actually shown that L-carnitine supplementation can be helpful to weight loss as long as paired with proper diet and exercise. But it's not the main reason that you burn fat. It helps allow fat to be mobilized, but just by taking L-carnitine and not having a calorie deficit or doing exercise doesn't mean that you're going to burn fat like that. And another claim we have here is that it reduces the appearance of cellulite for smoother skin. I think they're saying this because of collagen. Collagen is usually what you would see in your joints, in your skin. Hydrolyzed collagen has been seen to be helpful for some with intake. And this is because this is in the form of more dissolvable peptides and amino acids. Amino acids are literally building blocks for the many structures in your body, being muscle, tissues like collagen and keratin. So an increase of protein intake to get enough amino amino acids in your body. So it's really important to make sure you're eating enough protein in the first place. So that could be why they say that it reduces cellulite appearance. But please know that cellulite is actually perfectly normal because it's really about the structure of our connective tissue that connects our skin to our muscles. And if you want to learn more about cellulite, I talked to 2 dermas to share with us why cellulite is perfectly normal, and the video is over here. So I saved the best claim for last. Number 1 claim it has is an appetite suppressant to help food cravings. What is an appetite suppressant, and is this true? Hunger is your body's literal way of telling you that you need food. An appetite is your want to eat. You can be hungry and not have an appetite. Meaning that even if you are suppressing your appetite, this doesn't mean that your hunger is being satisfied. And a lot of undereating, underfeeding, and dangerous eating habits can happen when we overdo appetite suppressants and no longer feel our hunger and fullness cues, which makes it difficult to actually truly nourish ourselves. And when we get off these appetite suppressants, our appetite might increase. Now, when I saw the coffee, I was assuming it was more of a laxative in sorts, and it probably would have had cenopods. But I saw that the ingredients did not have this, which means it doesn't work like the slimming teas that we see that just makes us poop a lot. The main ingredient that grabs the claim of weight loss through suppressing your appetite is Garcinia cambogia. Garcinia cambogia is a tropical tree fruit. The active ingredient is hydroxycitric acid, or HCA. Now, animal studies, specifically studies done on mice, because most studies are done on mice first before they are done on humans, showed that yes, Garcinia cambogia actually did help with reducing weight and appetite of the mice. But when this was translated into human trials, they did not see the same results. Like most ingredients, Garcinia cambogia comes with many side effects: constipation, nausea, diarrhea, vomiting, gut disturbances like indigestion and bloating, dizziness, fatigue, dry mouth or loss of taste, increased blood pressure and heart rate, and mania. Now, these are side effects, and a lot of products have side effects. So let's say you don't feel any of them. Is it still safe to take? There are a few studies that showed the biggest danger of Garcinia cambogia is liver injuries. Mostly liver injury and liver failure happened when Garcinia cambogia was mixed with other ingredients. And they found when the intake of this product was stopped, the liver injury was reversed. The thing about a lot of products, supplements and slimming pills and all of these things, is they don't actually require to go through FDA regulations, which means that literally anyone and everyone can sell something they want to. Looking further, the FDA has actually claimed Garcinia cambogia to be unsafe for consumption. Yet we are being told to drink at least 2 cups of this coffee every day. So while Garcinia cambogia technically helps with weight loss by suppressing your appetite so that you create a calorie deficit, it's not the safest ingredient to be consuming. So is weight loss worth that? Apart from that, appetite suppressants alone is not really going to be the main cause of someone's weight loss. At the end of the day, it's really a calorie deficit and your habits. Pwede ba kayo pumayat ng walang iinumin? Aba, oo naman. Kung kaya nyo magbawas ng kain at mag-exercise, go! Sadyang ako, di ko kaya. Kaya need ng Lux Slim sa buhay ko, Mamshi. I will say, I love that she mentioned that the coffee is not the main reason why she lost weight. The biggest part is that she created a calorie deficit. Now, in the comments of the post, sumusubok na din ako ng diet meals ngayon para sa tama ang calorie count ko kada araw at pinapatake lang sa akin ay 1,500 per day. Diyan papasok ang matatakam ka sa ibang ulam o pagkain. Minsan, di ko mapipigilan mag-samgyup kaya malaking tulong ang Lux Slim sa akin para mawalan ako ng gana kumain at konti lang nakain ko. 1,500 calories is not 1,200 calories, and 1,200 calories is the needs of a toddler, which is very restrictive. So it's definitely important not to just follow blindly the calories that she input. And I can emphasize that it's actually kind of low because she mentions that at 1,500 calories, she felt the hunger, the cravings all kicking in. Hunger and cravings is not always a bad thing. Sometimes it's your body literally trying to save you from starving yourself, to the point that she needed to take an appetite suppressant in order to be able to maintain that restrictive diet. Because when you decrease your calories way too low, your hunger would likely increase because your body literally needs food. When we become reliant on another product, we have to reassess the sustainability of this method. And when we say sustainability, this isn't just can you afford it, but this is also the impact to your health long term. And there are many dangers to taking products like this. Remember that when something is effective for weight loss, it doesn't always mean that it's healthy. You can literally do anything to lose weight, from just not eating, fasting, cutting out your arm, all of these things. But it doesn't always mean that it's going to be healthy and sustainable. Not all weight loss is equal to health, especially if the methods to lose weight is unhealthy. And by unhealthy, we mean restricting yourself, starving yourself, punishing yourself, or relying on certain products that may actually be more harmful in the long term. Now, maybe she's fine and maybe she's healthy, then that's great for her. But this is just that reminder that just because it works for someone doesn't mean that you should do it. I know that we all feel so frustrated when it comes to weight loss. All we want to do is lose weight fast and make it easy. But the more that we rush, the harder that it becomes. We've become taught that restricting yourself and punishing your body is something that is more important than actually building habits and taking care of ourselves. Oh, that was a lot of unpacking. I don't even know if I was able to talk through all of my major thoughts, but hopefully this video was helpful for you on your journey. If there are any other diet or weight loss and nutrition advice that you hear online that you want us to talk about, leave them in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Until then, don't forget, you always deserve to eat. The video's over, but that doesn't mean you have to go. You can still subscribe or watch another video. Thanks for watching.